Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Nadeem Qureshi, and you know about the channel reason of the healthy life and information, and we want to provide the information. And now we are at the moment in the event of Schneider, Pakistan, and Schneider, Pakistan provides data center solution, power solution, and I'm regional sales manager in DWP Technologies also. So this is my responsibility to provide you information. And today Ahmad AlRoz with us, and he's an expert in Schneider, working for the prefab data center. And we will ask him give us some basic information about what is the prefabricated data center and how does it work, and in very less time how do we get it ready. So I'm just asking one question because I know when he starts speaking, he speaks a lot. He has a lot of knowledge about prefabricated. Yes, over to you.
So thank you, Nadeem, for this opportunity, and thank you for allowing me to be on your channel. Interesting discussion. So my name is Ahmad AlRoz. I work for Schneider Electric. I've been with them for more than 14 years so far in different segments, but mainly around data center and three-phase projects. I come from Lebanon. I am based currently in Dubai, in UAE. So concerning the data center in general, and particularly the prefabricated data center that I look after for the Middle East, Africa region. So currently we see, all of us, the trend in the data growth, the technology of having the data center expansions. All of us nowadays, personally, we have minimum one device, family-wise, technology, company-wise, employees. So all this data that's being generated is increasing from by data massively. So, and all of this, where it goes to a place called the data center.
Yes.
So now data centers are everybody talking about it globally.
Yeah.
So how does we as a Schneider Electric helps in this kind of what make the solutions more sustainable, also adaptable to the changes? As of course you see now everybody is talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and what that brings to the market of data center when it comes to of condensing. So imagine with us that normally what we talk about a rack in a data center from 5 to 10 kilowatt average in our banking, telecom, transportation, agriculture, like a commercial industry. Now we are going to talk about an AI cabinet that goes up to 50 kilowatt, 100, 200 kilowatt per rack.
Oh, amazing.
So what we're talking about the data center, there used to be like open like this big hall to host 200 racks just for 2 megawatt of data center. It's becoming in 10 racks.
Amazing.
So where this drives us? This drives us a shift in the technology, shift how people used to start to think about the planning of a data center. So when it comes to planning data center, ultimately what the customer wants something that can be deployed faster enough, reliable when it comes to the equipment inside. Of course, we as Schneider, we provide the infrastructure for the data center. Partners like yourself will also add to it the active component and plus other solution to it, or other part of the game when it comes to the IT component to make it up and running. So, and once you know that solution that the IT is bringing and how fast that comes, the data center should come with the same pace of speed. So ultimately the deployment comes to the end of goal, same timing. So traditionally data center used to be made of pieces and bricks of between a rack, a UPS, a panel, a cooling, a raised floor, firefighting.
Yeah, it used to take a lot of time to build.
Why? Because you are sourcing so many components from different players.
Selection of the place, diagrams,
and the layout, and
civil work also.
So, and also let's say electrical work can take time, mechanical work take time, civil work take time, as you said. So how prefabricated data center helps you? It helps you that you are putting all those components in a kind of a container or a module, consider like the box. It's a clean environment that is fully integrated in the factory. This is number one, the added value for it. So the customer, when the data center reaches the site, he knows that it was tested before it even being shipped. What means that whatever he's going to plug, he knows how it's going to work. So the integrity of the solution, the testing, what you call the pre-designed, pre-engineered,
and customized also for the customer.
Yes. So this is number one. Number two, the customization that you mentioned is we call the stability of the solution.
Okay.
Meaning that what the customer is looking for from a kilowatt perspective, from a cooling, from design, we tailor it to the customer need.
Yeah.
We envelop it in this structure and this environment, and we deliver it in a customizable way.
Yeah.
We have two options in this kind of prefabricate. We have what we call it the engineered to order, the ETO solution, which is tailored based on a specific need and requirement. And you have something called the easy prefab. What does it mean? That we have made some sort of like SKU based standard solution based on number of racks, number of kilowatt capacity and size, and standardize it in 4 modules. So you tell me, Ahmad, okay, I come to you with the solution. I need 4 racks data center solution, 30 kilowatt. I have a ready-made design for it.
Oh.
So we have to make a shift in the way we standardize the design based on 4 configuration: 4 racks, 10 racks, 12 racks, 20 feet, 40 feet ISO container, same shipping container you see on the seaside,
Yeah.
and non-ISO 25 feet and 45 feet. So become like a selection box, make the partner easier to go to the customer and like, okay, you have this requirement, it fits here. And the price can be done within minutes with our local team.
Yeah.
So we have standardized the design, because once you also standardize the design on a global level like Schneider, we help as well reducing the engineering hours that work behind the solution to help become more efficient as well. And from a supply chain management, because we look at the solution not only from a single point, globally wise. Our aim is to help being sustainable and reducing the emissions. How we do that? So imagine, for example, a data center including 100 racks. How you used to do it? You ship many components from different countries
Yes.
to the country and you assemble it locally. While from a supply chain perspective, you are doing it in a factory. It could be in UAE, it could be in Barcelona, it could be in the US, depending on the source. But for our region, we have 2 sources, one
It will
Barcelona
take a lot
and
of
UAE.
time also.
So we are getting all the sources in one location, and we are shipping the data center from one location to the country. How much we have saved on transportation and logistics, global wise, we helped as well.
And integration problem also.
In
You will
one
not have
shot.
any integration.
So if we take the speed of the execution, you can deliver those small, easy prefab within 14 to 16 weeks ready to be shipped.
Oh, amazing.
What you have done, in parallel to what you are doing the integration, you do the assembly on site. So it works in parallel. So ultimately you reach your site and just plug it, connect the condenser, the power, and up and running. So here the added value is what? Quality of the factory, testing in the factory, the equipment, the partner, what you do on site helps us to integrate the full solution.
Yeah.
And cost-wise, the customer knows for a 10 rack, he is going to pay X, Y. All the data center infrastructure are enveloped within this enclosure. So he knows what he's going to pay. So pay as you need, and he just add the installation to it. So there's no hidden cost that could pop up as during the normal data center traditional how we were made. So sometimes, and you have been working this for a long time. Sometimes during the working, you forget a cable, you forgot a panel, you forgot something, and then suddenly you change order.
Yeah.
And customer will be upset. This is from those kind of things that prefab helps the customer to deliver. And ultimately, what's the good case? If you go for long life cycle of the solution, which is also recyclability. The enclosure can be recycled. The component can be dismantled and be used otherwhere. So also from a cycling perspective, prefab plays a role globally in this sustainability message.
Especially when you have any sudden plan to move your data center.
This is another point. Thank you for highlighting it. With the flexibility of mobility,
Yeah.
let's say I tell you a case, for example, mining. It could be a good case here.
Yeah.
Or let's say a huge projects. You start infrastructure building a certain project and you need the data center in this location. After sometimes the construction can come, so you just move it, put it other place. So this mobility gives you in some certain segments a flexibility to shift your data center from one location to another without disturbing or dismantling or building infrastructure from brick and mortar that you have to demolish afterward.
Yeah.
And also look at it from a different perspective. Real estate, for example. A piece of space can generate money if you utilize it in an office or a desk or let's say, I don't know, rental. So instead of utilizing your own space in an office for the data center, you unleash it, free it, and putting it in a space of could be outdoor in a parking, which most of our areas have a space, or could be in if they're not that too heavy, in underground or on top, but depending on the solution for sure. But putting in a parking, just connect the condenser, the power cable. So what you have done, you have space, free it. You don't have to demolish offices. You can rent it. You can generate money from that space. So this is also something that prefab helps the customer to do.
If I am a data center service provider, I have many challenges because from any sector, telco, banking, any customer can come. So sometimes I need power in DC, sometimes AC. So the different kind of machine, low power, everything. So these custom machines are available. And what else? You offer prefabricate overall data center. It increase vertically or horizontally?
So usually here that's why part of the customization, as you said initially, is plays a role to understand customer need. What's the future expansion? Because it's important to understand how we are going in the future, growing in the load, and what is the challenge day to day. So usually prefab, it can grow horizontally. It depends on the design. You can start with 1 or 2 modules, then you can grow, you expand your load. Now, vertically you can go, but at some point, the challenge when going vertically is the service. And because you are still stacking up equipment on top of equipment. So for example, nowadays the loads of the IT are heavy, right? So to carry a server from 1 to top, so you have to make also a service to go up. When you want to make a machine, cooling units to service for it, drainage. So many factors need to be taken into consideration. Vibration from that transmits equipment, you could take into consideration. So we have alternative solutions on just stacking it on container on top to make it vertical if that's too much of a challenge for a space wise. So both can work to see what's the customer need. But ultimately, what prefab brings as the value to the customer is that the time frame of the project can be shortened up to almost a year. So let's say deploying a megawatt data center, if planned well from day one and the design being fixed, the cycle to execute the modules between power or IT can take up to, let's say, 10 months, to May of shipping, site works in parallel. So imagine like it can be done in 1 year.
Yeah, amazing.
That's also a big improvement to the timeline.
Yeah, we just need real estate and power.
And also a partner to do the site works. It's important. So in this game, there's 3 pillars, or the triangle is 3 usually. The vendor who provides the technology and the solution that the customer need. The customer himself, what he's looking for, and the partner like yourself. So this triangle works perfectly. Ultimately, you will need people on the ground to execute, to maintain, to look after the data center, and the vendor to provide the technology. And also the service of the partner. He will look only for a vendor, and that's what Schneider Electric provides. So a turnkey solution when it comes to the data center, from the medium voltage, low voltage panel, distribution, UPS, power, cooling, PDU, racks, environmental monitoring, even cabling. So the customer has to look only to one OEM or one vendor on a product and even services, one partner to execute, and the envelope is there. So he doesn't have to look after so many players, even fire alarm at some point, because fire is part of the game. We don't manufacture it, but we integrate within our enclosures.
Yeah, we don't have to go and see which is the best. If Schneider is naming, Schneider name is there.
It's 10K solution. And what we have done also, this is also one part of the message that we've done, because since we are working it for so many years in this segment, this field, so we are trying to bring the expertise of what we have done in other countries to the region here. So in Pakistan, we say that as the market's growing in data center, and that all this now the trend is moving dramatically towards the high density performance. So we're trying to replicate what we have done, success stories outside in the country, to start to spread better the message of like, no, you can deliver a solution in a shorter time with expertise of a vendor and a solid partner in the country.
Thank you very much, Ahmad. And
Thank you,
in very
Nadeem.
short time, you've given a very good knowledge about prefabricated data center.
You know, data center is a big word, huh?
Yeah, it's a
We're
big
just
word.
shortening in small time. So thank you for this
Yes,
opportunity.
I want to explain shorter to my viewers. For the prefabric data center, you can customize your solution. You can ask us for the customized solution, and you just need real estate and power only. And if you have any project which has very limited timelines, so prefabric data center is always best for your choose, and delivery time is very less, and integration, everything. You don't need to be worried about fire system, power system, UPS. Everything is built in that solution. So whenever you need, just see my signature. I am Regional Sales Manager in DW Technologies. You can contact me. You can contact Ahmad also. Thank you very much. We will see you in next video with a good knowledge. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, Nadeem. Thank you so much. Thank you.